Hey everybody, this is Sam Julien from Upgrading AngularJS. We're here today with a little bonus video. It's my goal to make Upgrading AngularJS the source for anything that's going to help you make your life easier through the NG upgrade process. So today we're going to talk about a little tool by our friend Uri Shaked called NG Lift. Now, Uri made this tool while he was going through his own major upgrade project. And when I was at NG Atlanta this last week, Uri sat down with me and showed me this tool, and I thought it was pretty neat. And I thought I would just do a little overview for you and show you how it works in case it might help you as well. So NG Lift is up on Uri's GitHub, and you can see that it's a little automated tool for helping out with some of your template syntax replacement. It can be pretty tedious going through these templates and doing things like removing $CTRL and replacing ng click with click and ng repeat with ng4. And that's exactly what this little tool is for. It's pretty cool. So you basically just install a package using either yarn or npm and run a command called ng lift, pass in your template, and it'll either print the result to the console, or you can have it print to a file name. So you can see an example here that Uri has where he's passed in an input of a template and the ng repeat has been replaced, all the references to $CTRL have been stripped out, and things like ng if have been replaced with the new Angular star ng if without the hyphens. So let's hop on over to some code and see this in action. So I'm over at our order system project that we use throughout all three courses of upgrading AngularJS, and I'm looking at our discount.html file. I've checked out a commit that's right before we finish converting everything over, before we switch to the Angular router. Now, I did make one change here before we are going to run Uri's little tool. In the course, we use this best practice where we prefix things with data dash. This was a common practice when people were trying to set apart their non-standard HTML. So you'll see it in a lot of enterprise applications. Uri's tool doesn't work on this, so I went ahead and removed those data dashes from this file. So let's go ahead and install ng lift. Now I'm using npm in this project. I love yarn though, and you should feel free to use yarn whenever you feel like it. But for now, I'm just going to do npm install -- global ng lift. And we just wait for that package to install. And now I'm going to run ng lift on this template. So I'm going to say ng lift template, and then the path to the file, public/src/customer detail/discount.html. Now, when I don't specify a path for the file for the output, it's going to spit it out to the terminal. But you can see here some really neat stuff. It replaced most everything in the file. The only thing it missed was ng options, but it replaced all of our instances of $CTRL, it replaced ng if, and it replaced our ng clicks. So now let's pass in a file name for the output so that it actually prints to a file instead of just the console. So I'm going to keep everything else in the command the same, ng lift template public/source/customer detail/discount.html. But now I'm going to add the -o flag and use the same path except for changing the file name to discount-update.html. And now you can see over in our files to the left, we have a new file called discount-update.html. Let's go take a look at it. And now you can see the same output as we had in our console, but in a new file. And if we wanted to, we could either copy and paste this into the original file, or just delete discount.html and rename the new one, whatever we want to do that's easier. Now, note that it didn't replace ng options, so you'll want to be on the lookout for things like that. Or you can be really awesome and figure this out and submit a pull request to Uri. I'm sure he'd be happy for any extra help. So that's the little tool ng-lift by Uri Shaked. I think this is pretty cool, and as we continue to see more and more people work through large upgrades, I hope we're going to see more automated tools like this. If you've got an automated tool or a script that you've been using for your ng upgrade process, please let me know. I am always on the lookout for these kinds of resources and definitely want to share them out with the rest of the Angular community. If you like this video and you want more information and more detail on the ng upgrade process, head on over to www.upgradingangularjs.com. We've got 200 videos, quiz questions, and sample code ready and waiting to help you through your ng upgrade process. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.